So we've been talking over the last several weeks about just like the total havoc that's been happening on the David Pakman Show YouTube channel. And we had the really great news earlier this week of reaching 700,000 YouTube subscribers. I think we're now closer to 704,000, maybe 705. And to catch you up, there have sort of been three primary issues that we're facing on the YouTube channel, which is just one of our outlets, right? We're on 200 radio and TV stations. We've got an audio podcast that has been growing significantly. It has grown 40% since my appearance on the Joe Rogan program, interestingly enough, and that's been really great. We've got the Free Speech TV broadcast of the show on DirecTV and Dish Network. And then we've got YouTube, which is a big piece of what we do. The three issues we've been dealing with are deprioritization in YouTube's algorithm in favor of corporate media. What I mean by that is when you watch a video on YouTube, YouTube recommends additional videos to you. And as I've detailed extensively, I won't do it again today, don't worry. YouTube has been increasingly suggesting people watch corporate YouTube channels like CNN, MSNBC, the late night shows produced with, tens or hundreds of millions of dollars behind them, etc., rather than independent content like ours. We've lost about 3 million views a month as a result of that algorithmic change. The other issue has been demonetization of videos that should be earning money. They don't violate any of YouTube's monetization rules as they are written, although the devil seems to be in the interpretation of those rules. We will produce a video, research it, edit, upload, all of that stuff, and then a YouTube algorithm will determine it's not going to run any ads. Sorry, you don't get to make any money off of this content you've spent all day creating. That's been issue number 2. And issue number 3, which is the one I've spoken the least about, is people reporting to me that they have been subscribed for a long time in many cases, and then all of a sudden they notice they're not seeing our videos on their homepage anymore. They specifically go to our channel, and all of a sudden they realize they're not even subscribed. We have not talked that much about it. I have been telling YouTube for months, every time I have a call with our YouTube rep, I say, or almost every time, we are continuing to get dozens of emails from people who say, I'm not incompetent. I know I was subscribed to your channel. I am now unsubscribed. And one of the unfortunate things is that we just hit 700,000 subscribers. Who knows where we would be were this unsubscription problem not an issue? And I finally got a video from a viewer of this happening. And you will notice that the viewer, this is on YouTube's mobile app. Similar activity has been told to me is taking place on desktop. A viewer sent me a video from mobile, and you see him click onto our channel. And even though he thought he was subscribed, he wasn't. He clicks the subscribe button. It seems to work. And as soon as he comes right back to our channel, he has again been unsubscribed. So this is only part 1. Like, this is the issue of subscribe isn't sticking, and he immediately noticed it. The bigger issue might be people who have been subscribed for a long time. They are subscribed to a bunch of channels, so they don't necessarily immediately notice that they're not seeing our videos in their subscription feed. They come back to our channel when they think about it, and they realize, oh, I've been unsubscribed from the David Pakman Show. And this has a cumulative effect. What I mean by that is subscriber growth creates subscriber growth. If you have 100 people who are subscribed and sharing your content, now everyone who sees those 100 people's social media posts about our content are more likely to become subscribers themselves. They are then likely to generate more subscribers for us. So the value of one subscriber has a sort of economic multiplier effect, to use an economic term. If there are 1,000 people unsubscribed, that means there are 1,000 fewer people sharing our content from which we would derive even more subscribers in the future. So this is depressing. It's disappointing. I can do nothing about it. I've told YouTube about it probably 20 times. If you have other videos like the one we showed or other information, if you're noticing it's happening in particular browsers, if you're noticing it's happening on mobile and not desktop or vice versa, any information you have, please get to me. I don't have any reason to think right now that this is malicious. A lot of people report this. I think it's a glitch that YouTube simply hasn't fixed, because even though many people tell them about it, rarely do we have examples like this on video. Now we have one. Okay, so let me know if you have any more light to shed on this problem.